quiet National Mall, but in just 2 days,
We were born to be wild.
the March for Life is taking over, while Catholics are excited to stand up for the unborn. Some are fighting for life every day. I'm Christine Persichetti. When Christine Darby was pregnant with her daughter Gemma, she fought against all odds, including her own doctors. The professionals pressured her to get an abortion, but Christine believed in life. Currents News' Jessica Easthope has her story from Long Island.
I'm sorry.
My leg.
I know.
3-year-old Gemma writhes in pain while getting her diaper changed. Both of her femurs are broken.
Careful.
Okay. In nearly 4 short years of life, Gemma's become no stranger to broken bones. She's had more than 30 hairline fractures. Osteogenesis imperfecta causes her to have a collagen deficiency. Her bones are very brittle.
Every single day takes her so much more effort than just a typical child. She needs to take breaks. She needs to lay back because her lung capacity is smaller than a regular child.
Want to have a cheese?
I don't have the orange, the cheddar. It's called cheddar.
Gemma's mom, Christine, knew life having a child with OI wouldn't be easy. Yet life without Gemma would be much harder.
She was a part of me, and I just felt that she deserved a chance. She's gonna be someone in the world, and I'm happy I gave her that chance.
It was at the 13-week mark when Christine's doctors noticed some bowing in Gemma's legs. They immediately suggested she terminate her pregnancy. Gemma's condition and the pressure to abort only got worse from there.
At 7:30, every Monday, the OB would call and say, "You sure you don't want to? Are you sure?" They told me at one point, why have a baby shower? Like, what was I gonna even do with all the stuff?
The trauma really started there, you know? Yeah, it's not a great way to start your week, you know? On a Monday morning at 7 a.m., hysterical crying. Yeah, it was hard.
But abortion was never on the table for Christine and Pete. Gemma's cognitive ability is unaffected. She knew what she had to do as a Catholic and as Gemma's mom, and she hasn't looked back, even on the darkest of days.
She was mine, and I was meant to be her mom.
Today, Gemma is thriving. She goes to school, has friends, and dreams of growing up to teach doctors about the amazing potential babies with OI have.
God bless America.
The potential every baby has.
I'm so proud of her, how far she's come. Just in the last 2 years, it's been to the moon with her improvements.
The next hurdle is saving up for an accessible home and car to accommodate a power chair.
Should we build a house together?
Yeah.
Gemma's life will never be without challenges.
Should we make a ramp for the front so you
But
can get your
Christine
wheels?
says the best part is she's here to conquer them. On Long Island, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
If you'd like to help Gemma get a wheelchair-accessible home and car, you can donate to her GoFundMe page. Just go to GoFundMe.com and search for Gemma's Life with OI. Those attending the March for Life hope to not only fight for babies like Gemma, but also to change the culture of America to make abortion unthinkable. Well, a new poll by the Knights of Columbus and Marist is proving that may already be happening. According to the survey, 66% of Americans support placing legal limits on abortion. 83% also support pregnancy centers, which help mothers during their pregnancy and after the baby is born. The bishops of New York have long supported pregnant mothers, vowing to help them in whatever way they can. Brooklyn Bishop Robert Brennan is among those fighting for the unborn. He goes to the March for Life annually and is part of the U.S. Bishops' Pro-Life Committee. Ahead of the D.C. demonstration, Bishop Brennan joined me here to talk about how the march has changed and why it's more important now than ever to support the unborn.
Each year there's a new generation that comes along, and it's always encouraging to see both the strong veterans who've been doing this for 50 some odd years to the new people, the new generations coming. Also, the concerns and the issues change. You know, we're always sort of riding a roller coaster. Sometimes the news seems very grim, sometimes it seems encouraging. But this year we realized there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, it's that you mentioned that. It's interesting, you know, since Roe is overturned, while some states have seen some pro-life wins, others have expanded abortion in their states. And here you're a bishop in one of the most pro-abortion states in the country. What are the bishops in New York doing right now to make a change?
Well, we continue our efforts in terms of education, trying to get the word out, but we really need people to be the missionaries of that, because gone are the days where the bishop can influence a vote here or there. But what we want to do is try to encourage our Catholics to be living witnesses, to translate the experience of the march out to our culture. We really have to continue to build this culture of life. You spoke about the states, you know, you can flip a law, but we have to really change the thinking. We have to change the hearts and minds. The other things that we're doing that are very important, that have to do with with assisting people along the way, walking with moms in need, parishes being involved in that. We want to be able to say that our concern for life is a concern for everybody, for the mother and the child, for the whole family.
Right, you mentioned parishes. Do you have any advice for a parish priest to make sure that their parishes are actively supporting mothers in need?
Yes, I mean, I'm grateful for the many parishes that do different kinds of drives. I know I've heard of the bottle drives, where, you know, people bring bottles of coins. I've heard many parishes are partnered with the Life Center and Bridge for Life, with other organizations that bring hope to people in need. The diaper drives, just that sense of solidarity. Solidarity is a key issue for us as Catholics.
And every time the church talks about abortion, we hear the phrase from conception to natural death. Can you tell us where that originated?
You know, I'm not sure exactly where it originates, but I can tell you what it stands for. What it means is that there are two moments that are really moments of vulnerability: conception, the child in the womb, but also natural death, because especially here in New York State, one of our real concerns is a concern for assisted suicide, euthanasia. And that's gaining ground, and we really need to be concerned about that. We talk about the death penalty, but when we say conception to natural death, we also mean all the time in between. So our teaching on life, on respect for life, dignity of life, means to respect the dignity of every human person created in the image of God at every moment at life's journey, at every moment. So issues like racism, issues like violence, issues like some of the sufferings that people are going through, these are all concerns of ours, and it's two sides of the same coin. You can't say you're pro-life and not be concerned about people during their journey of life. Right. But very importantly, you can't have concern for these. You can't speak of human dignity for people in all of these other issues if you don't have the very basic life issue, the right to life, the right to be alive, the right to live. So that one is the fundamental that all the other rights are built upon.
All right, let's take a closer look at some of the initiatives Bishop Brennan mentioned. Those New York State bishops created a resource page to help mothers in crisis pregnancies. Just go to nyscatholic.org/help for moms. There you can find the closest pro-life center to you. Some have ultrasounds, others have carriages, bottles, diapers, everything necessary for an expectant mother. There's also a statewide map that directs you to local Catholic parishes that have individual ministries available. Finally tonight, an exciting update on the reconstruction of Notre Dame. The framework of the choir roof of the famous Paris Cathedral is now completed. The youngest carpenter on the project, a 21-year-old, placed a flower bouquet at the top of the roof to celebrate the milestone. It's been nearly 5 years since Notre Dame was destroyed by fire. It's scheduled to reopen this year on December 8th. The French president has invited Pope Francis to attend that historic reopening. That is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.